The emergency broadcast system test wasn't supposed to happen at 3:04 a.m. I know that because I work for the station that runs them. I'm a broadcast engineer for a small local TV station outside Des Moines, Iowa. We run weather alerts, tornado warnings, amber alerts, the usual Midwest stuff. Emergency tests are scheduled, logged, approved. They never happen randomly, and they definitely don't override every channel at once. But at 3:04 a.m., every monitor in the control room turned red, all at the same time. The familiar tone blasted through the speakers. That long, mechanical scream every American recognizes instantly. Except this one didn't stop. It just kept going. I was alone in the station. Overnight maintenance shift. Storm season prep. The building was dark except for the glow of equipment racks and blinking router lights. I spun toward the main broadcast screen. Instead of the standard text, "This is a test of the emergency alert system," the message read. "This is not a test." I felt my stomach drop. The audio cut to silence. Then a distorted voice came through. Not robotic, not automated. Breathing, slow, human. "Remain where you are." The feed switched to a camera angle. Not weather radar, not satellite. A security camera view of our own building lobby. I stood up slowly. The lobby lights were off. The camera feed was live. Timestamped 3:04:18 a.m. The front doors were visible, and they were open. I froze. We lock those doors at midnight. Every night, the voice returned. If you leave your designated area, the consequence will escalate. I grabbed the station phone to call our chief engineer. Deadline. Cell phone. No signal. Every channel on the wall monitors switched to the same feed. CNN, ESPN, local affiliates, all broadcasting the same message. Same lobby camera. Same open doors. The emergency tone started again, but quieter now, like it was farther away. Then the feed changed. Now it showed the hallway outside the control room. My hallway, empty, for now. The voice whispered. Subject confirmed on site. My security badge vibrated on my chest. It has an RFID chip for door access. It shouldn't vibrate, but it did. 3 short pulses, then stopped. The hallway lights flickered. On the monitor, I saw something move at the end of the corridor. A shape stepped partially into view. Tall, too tall. Its head almost brushed the ceiling tiles. Its limbs hung loosely, bending slightly the wrong way at the elbows. It stood there, facing the control room, facing me. I slowly turned around. The real hallway, outside the control room door, was silent. Still, but on the monitor, it took a step forward. The emergency tone distorted into something deeper, almost like wind passing through a tunnel. The voice came back. "Do not look directly at the subject." Too late. I looked at the hallway window in the door and saw it, standing 10 feet away, completely still. Its face was wrong. Not grotesque, not bloody, just unfinished, like someone tried to sculpt a human from memory and got bored halfway through. Its eyes were smooth, no pupils, just dim gray surface. It tilted its head slowly. On the broadcast monitors, the message updated. National emergency. Visual contact established. Across the bottom of the screen, a crawl appeared. This signal is being transmitted to all active televisions and mobile devices in the continental United States. My chest tightened. This wasn't just our station. Every home, every hotel room, every night shift worker watching TV somewhere in America. They were seeing this. The thing outside my door leaned closer to the glass. The hallway lights behind it shut off one by one, leaving only the red glow of exit signs. The voice changed tone slightly, less mechanical, more satisfied. Observation phase complete. The hallway camera feed switched again. Now it showed a split screen. Multiple houses, different states, different living rooms, people standing frozen in front of their televisions, watching, and behind them, the same tall figure, standing silently in their homes, unnoticed. I couldn't breathe. The crawl updated. Do not turn around. In one split-screen frame, a man in what looked like a Chicago apartment slowly began to turn his head. The broadcast glitched violently. His screen went black. The split screen reduced by one. The voice spoke calmly. Non-compliance recorded. The thing outside my door lifted one hand and tapped gently on the glass. Once, the building lights flickered. Every monitor went to static, except one, the main broadcast feed. Now it was showing a map of the United States. Red dots blinking across the country. Thousands of them, each labeled active. One dot was flashing brighter than the others. Iowa, Des Moines, my station. The voice whispered directly into the speakers. You initiated the signal. I shook my head. No, we didn't schedule anything. But I remembered something. Earlier that night, I'd installed a firmware update for the alert system encoder. It required a system reboot. And during reboot, the screen had flashed a message I ignored. Signal ready. The hallway door handle began to turn slowly. The RFID badge on my chest vibrated again. Longer this time. Continuous. The broadcast crawl updated again. Replace the source. The control room door opened. The tall figure stepped inside. It moved quietly. No footsteps. No breathing. Just presence. The air pressure in the room shifted. My ears popped. It stopped a few feet away from me. On the monitor, the map of the United States updated. The flashing Iowa dot turned solid red. Then, a new dot appeared. Inside the station. Inside the control room. Right where I stood. The voice spoke one last time. Transmission requires a host. The emergency tone began again. But this time, it came from inside my head. I collapsed to my knees. The monitors all switched to a single camera. A new angle. The control room, showing me standing upright, facing forward. Perfect posture. Perfect stillness. Behind the camera, the tall figure was gone. On the screen version of me, my face slowly smoothed over, features fading, becoming unfinished. Blank. The crawl at the bottom read. New subject online. Across America, living rooms glowed red. Televisions hummed. Phones vibrated at 3:04 a.m. And on every screen, I stood there, unmoving, waiting. The emergency tone softened into a whisper. Remain where you are.